Thank you, Danny. Continuing with our election coverage now, Republican State Representative Noreen Hammond represents the 93rd District in the Illinois House of Representatives. She was appointed to that seat back in 2010 when Representative Rich Myers passed away from cancer. For 13 years before his passing, Hammond served as his legislative aide. Since taking his seat, Hammond has held on to it, and she's never had a challenger, but this election cycle has brought some competition.
I'm Noreen Hammond.
Working across the aisle. That's what State Representative Noreen Hammond says has led to success in her stint representing the 93rd District in the Illinois House.
If we as Republicans are going to get a bill passed or any initiative, you have to be able to work with people.
For almost 6 years, she's held her House seat, but now she's facing her first challenge to office. Democratic candidate John Curtis.
I just feel like he will better represent the people of this area. I mean, I feel like Noreen Hammond has done an okay job, but I think there needs to be a new perspective.
Hammond chose not to debate Curtis leading up to Election Day, and she says she stands by that decision.
I was not going to put myself in that position, and certainly not going to put my family in that position of having to defend falsities.
Hammond's platform highlights education. She wants to push for funding for K-12 and higher ed institutions across the state, which is why Macomb resident David Bormet is supporting her.
And she's been in office for a number of years and has done a good job from my aspect in that, and a real supporter of Western and schools.
Her supporters' biggest praise, though, is her experience.
She listens whenever we talk to her, and she really has good reasons. And I feel that she's more experienced and will help us.
Be sure to join us tonight for our live election coverage. I'll be at the GOP headquarters on the square in Macomb covering Hammond's watch party.
And on to Noreen's running mate. It has been 22 years since a Democratic nominee has been in office for the Illinois 93rd District for state representative. But one Macomb man is looking to change that this evening.
That's right. News 3's Redrick Terry joins us now with an inside look at the Democratic candidate's campaign. Redrick?
Megan and Emily, I sat down with Democratic candidate John Curtis to discuss what made him run, what he faces ahead, and how important a strong education system is to the region.
The Democratic nomination in Illinois' 93rd District has some new blood. Macomb resident and WIU instructor John Curtis will look to become the first Democratic state rep in this district since 1994. And for Curtis, it's all about giving this district a choice.
I'm looking at Illinois. We've got the worst state government in the country, and looking at the fact that 60% of the state and House races aren't going to have an opponent. And I just couldn't sit back last fall and let Representative Hammond go without any kind of challenge whatsoever. It just could not happen.
As an educator, Curtis says he knows the importance of education and the issues that they are currently facing within the state. His supporters believe that he is the answer for a long-awaited change.
We've had long dry spells with nothing happening, and all of our services are disappearing. All these people were let go from Western, so it's just time that we have a change and have something happen here.
Not investing in education is like not investing in our future, and we have to have outstanding K-12 programs. We really should have a pre-K program in Illinois, and we have to have excellent colleges and universities, and that's one place that I won't budge. We just absolutely have to fund our higher education institutions, and we need to have excellent K-12.
Besides common things like education, Curtis is aware that this district of 8 counties and over 105,000 residents all have their own separate issues as well.
One of the reasons that I've been going door to door and spending so much time in these other places is so that I can learn about them and learn what their issues are. And the truth is that there are a lot of similarities, but there's some pretty important differences too.
This election is about making sure that your voice and your concern.
Curtis went on to encourage people to not give up on our democracy. He acknowledged the ugliness of election season, particularly this one, but urges people to get out there and vote. Another reminder to join us later on tonight. I will be live from the Democratic Watch Party at Curtis campaign headquarters. Again, that's tonight at 8 p.m. Reporting in the studio, I'm Redrick Terry.
Still to come here on Live at 4, the presidential races. Heated, no doubt. Find out what the Democratic and Republican nominees are up to today while the nation is out voting.
And local judicial candidates disagree on more than just the issues. We'll hear from both sides of the argument as the race nears its conclusion.
But first, Matthew Hutchison has a preview in sports. Matthew?
Thank you, Megan. Fall sports here at WIU are starting to wind down and come to an end, including one Leatherneck team looking to win and advance into the postseason this past Saturday in their final game of the season. And Devin Biggs has a quick look at weather. Devin?
Very perfect day for Election Day weather-wise here across the Tri-States region. A live look at our webcam. The sun's going down sooner now thanks to daylight saving time, but nothing but sun and even some wind moving around as the American flag is moving around in the background. Coming up, I'll let you know how long the sunshine will move around and what temperatures will do after this.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 is back in a moment.
What?